baby. Yeah, why you mad? I got a bag, bro. Name hot in these streets, no Tabasco. But I'm so stuck, that's a fact, yo. And if you think I'm frontin', you can run it back, yo. Go on, run it back. You know that I run it. Everything you wanna do, I already done it. And I got your little boo telling me she love me. I got this one, that one. Damn, it's gonna be a long night. Yeah. You know. I said, damn, it's gonna be a long night. Yeah, let's go. Look. I told Shorty drop it for a real one. Yeah. Go ahead and pop it, let me feel some. Do it for the boy with a bag now. Movie star money making everybody act out. I don't lie to these women. If I want them, then I tell them. Don't get fly for these women. I was born with these propellers. All my haters cannot beat me, so I call them acapellas. See, I'm only getting better. You only get jealous. You know that I run it. Everything you wanna do, I already done it. And I got your little boo telling me she love me. I got this one, that one. Damn, it's gonna be a long night. You know, I got this one, that one. Damn, it's gonna be a long night. Yeah. MD. JPP. You already know, baby.
Yo, how's it going, everyone? This is your NGG SCRIMS. So this is the teams for tonight. We've got Team 3 Dolce Vita, Team 4 ScrimFarm, Team 5 Knax, Team 6 Qodex, Team 7 we have Ellen Power, Team 8 Dart Esports, Team 9 Exsol Legends, Team 10 XTEAM, Team 11 No Hate, Team 12 New Cycle, Team 13 Too Easy, Team 14 we have Divine, Team 15 we have MVP, Team 16 LMV, Team 17 Team Warlords, Team 18 we have GODSENT, Team 19 we have NFXUnique, and 20 we have Accelerate EU. How's everyone doing? Happy New Year's. 2021. New Year's, new possibilities. New opportunities as well. PMCO 2021 registration is now open. So we will see some of these teams also trialing some members because the registration is open till the 24th, I believe. Also, new regions coming out, so we'll change the competition and the dynamics a little bit. Some of these teams have met each other again and again. Seems like everyone is in the lobby now. Just getting ready for that. Game 1, we have 4 games tonight. Game 1, we have... Oh, this map. Good old Erangel. Game 2, Miramar. Game 3, I believe it is Sanhok. Then we have Vikendi. Let's go through the list as usual to see if there's any teams of trio or duo. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All the teams are in. Brilliant full lobby of 18 teams. The practice that we need, and everyone just needs to step up their game now. Another month to go before the first game of the new season in PMCO, as we have tonight's NGG Pro Scrim starting with the playing path going from basically the top left to the bottom right through shooting range towards Novo. A pretty nice playing path. A lot of these teams will be able to get to their favorite drop spots. A lot of roster changes as well. I think that is also just a little bit of the phenomenon right now, in particularly the NA and EU scene. A lot of teams don't stick together as long as we want. I wonder what's the reason, you know? And but once there's a roster change, we will see some maybe change in drop spots as well, as we have Too Easy heading towards Savoni. Around North Georgia Pool, we have Team 19 Unique. ScrimFarm heading towards South Georgia Pool Hospital area. No Hate. Team 11 floating past Pachinki. No one's taking Pachinki. X-Team going towards Regis Compounds. MVP, we go for their favorite Western Coast drop. A bit of a split from there. Heading towards Gatka as well will be the side of New Cycle. Team 12, as well as Ellen Power, Team 7. But look at this congestion of teams around Razok and Apartments. We have Qodex, we have the side of DE, as well as Knax. As we have the first knock coming through. Let's go over to that. Is Accelerate and Exsol. This is some Yasnaya action. The GODSENT and DB. Dolce Vita around farm as well. So GODSENT back to farm. So we have actually Victor doing some damage and taking out Marley. We're keeping this an eye onto right here as well, Yasnaya, between Accelerate and Exsol. Seems like they would play this a little bit slow, just stopping the revives from coming in. This weird relationship with the game now. Every time I go somewhere, they decide to stop the fight. Okay, I'm committed now to this fight between GODSENT and DB, as actually Dolce Vita taking 3 of GODSENT's player, leaving them to just a solo very early on. Now we've got Vito, the last player on GODSENT, maybe getting pushed. As we have the first circle, centering on the main island. Comes to the rest of the team, we have XTEAM and the side of No Hate contesting the rich compounds areas. Let's head over there right now. As Nightmare take another one, so 2 kills onto XTEAM, but they've lost Witty, so trio up for XTEAM, and for the side of NH, No Hate will be down to a duo. Divine's gotten themselves military base, no contest. XTEAM now have the control along the ridge. And the MVP, actually, through that 3-way fight, like between them, the side of New Cycle and Ellen Power, can't really call it a 3-way fight, but it's like a control battle over Gatka. They are more clumped up compared to the rest of the 2 teams. As we see, New Cycle, with some fans spamming in the chat, they've lost 1 at the moment. The rest are still doing okay, seems like. Ellen Power's rotating around Gatka, trying to scout the chopsticks area where MVP is currently rotating through. But to the southeastern side, we also have the side of a No Hate NH also coming in somewhat close, maybe. I need to be ready for this fight in Razok as well. We have 3 teams right here, with Qodex actually pulling up close to DE right now. LMV is pulling away from school, but Knax might have, so Team Fight might have the angle from the Rozok Hill to look down across Headshot Valley to catch some of these rotations. Yeah, speaking of which, that's what they're trying to do, but not enough to take those down. We'll be able to land some shots though onto the other side of this hill, and won't be able to catch more shots onto LMV as LMV continue to rotate, and now going to the north part of the river. See, Ked taking the second kill for Ellen Power in this game. Last time I saw him, he was still with an Outclan tags. Seems like it is finalized now. Ked with Ellen Power, as we have that fight that we were talking about that may break out over at Apartments. One on Qodex knock right now. As for the side of DE, they have a 2-2 split right now, trying to make this work for themselves. Alone is still not. Qodex has one to overlook from that southern part with that high ground, making it a lot harder for the side of Alone, and so the duos here on this side to make out of this maneuver on the roof and top floor with no punishment. They will be very careful. So a 2-2 split against a 1-3 split right now. They're still in the circle off the center, but this will be a bit of a standoff. As we have to the southern side, Ellen Power rotating past. ScrimFarm has pulled away from South Georgia Pool, now heading towards some of the contested area just to the north, across the river to Rozok. A lot of some compounds with the high ground, and so we'll see what they're going to do soon, as we have the overlook from Qodex now pulling in to scout and pick up some footsteps onto DE. Exsol still in Yasnaya. Accelerate has lost 3 players, and not an easy start for them, as we have DE getting pushed on this side. Now 2 knock on the side of DE. 1 is flush, 2 is flush. It's going to be a 2v4. As Alone tried to maneuver through and cross as well, will be caught by the player from Qodex. They were ready. They had eyes on this. They were just picking up, leaving that one guy to pick up those footsteps as they punish another one. And the last player of the almost going down to the frag grenade there. Now there's not a lot of chance for him to escape. He has to completely clutch this like a god. He's only got 4 bandages, as he knows that the push is coming through. To not give away that kill point, he will be taking the most manly nade suicide that we've seen. Team Warlords didn't catch them quite a lot earlier. Maybe going for the mill to factory split and drop. And we should follow Ellen Power. We are missing some action, as they are. There's a lot of congestion to the other side of Rozok, to the north part across the river. We have next, we have LMV, who has lost some players as well. Now we have ScrimFarm pulling very close to the side of New Cycle. Too Easy have left Zavoni, now heading down south to that junction compound. A lot of scouting power, as we have Ellen Power pulling to these compounds to the eastern side of Rozok. Team Warlords now rotating in towards the Yasnaya fields. see what they can do. There's new dips there that they can use as well. The solo from GODSENT Vito hanging around farm still. But this is what I thought might happen with MVP as well. They're very used to playing the western side with contested drop around Gatka. They have opted in to pull away from the circle towards west, where they are very used to split dropping, and now they caught themselves in between the players of XTEAM. Senso is now knocked. Will there be a cover fire or trade coming through? Seems like the rest is too far from the side of Senso. Actually, MVP has lost 3 already. Just Fate Daniel as the last member, alongside a few more other solos, trying to grab some placement points for the team. As per this circle as well, this phase 1 circle, there's not a lot, or phase 2 circle, it's not so much to talk about, because we have a pretty merciful playing path, followed by a pretty merciful circle that keeps going to the center. The only interesting bits maybe is the choice of power positions, also for the teams that went towards the northern part of the map, past that river, is for them to come back in and see how they scout for those choke spots along those many bridges, right? Like back to Yasnaya, back to Razok, back to this area where ScrimFarm is holding. Very strong compound as they find some players, but we'll also get an M24 shot to the dome of Jaja. So J compound now helped by Unique. Further towards the eastern side, we have Ellen Power now, maybe getting breached by the side of Exsol. Very patiently. Okay, these 2 players are just... It's not a glitch, I think. It's meant to be some banter, some fun between them. Triple X. The duo against 3 players of Exsol right now, with one using the very common and very strong dip over there. Rolkers now, after PMGC has parted ways with his previous team, now onto now maybe trialing or officially join Exsol as he hold an off angle with this 1-3 split against a 2-2 of Ellen Power. Ket on the other side will be watching more the western side of those fields. Both New Cycle and Devious opting to play Edge. Devi has 3 up. They had a strong start, Dolce Vita, against GODSENT when they were fighting around farm. Just off the drop like that, and who knows whether they will meet each other again in PMCO if they make it through. I don't know, like, it's really hard to say right now for this new season, because with the new regions, some of these teams may be able to make it in with the number of players, but they need 3 from that region when it comes to nationality and residence. But some of these teams I know are very mixed when it comes to players' backgrounds, so they may just need to play the Europe one. As we have a beautiful nade from Exsol here to open the fight. Just one player still trying to hold it in that Shaq right there will return one knock, but now his position's completely given away with the perfectly cooked nade or molly. He will go down, but the cover fire is coming in. Rogue is trying to get a side angle as well as he rotate in and out of that Shaq with some meds, but there's probably just no time. Trying to outplay this now against the drum shot. He will do a drop shot, and there's more of Exsol coming in. They got the reset. They will take the second player of LM Power and gain control over this side. But the support is now coming in a little bit late though. Will be the side of Ket and the other player, and the second knock. Triple X here just need to slowly crawl away, and the rest of LM Power realize there's no chance to support any further. We'll have to drive back, but Ket caught on that rotation on that car as we have the next zone. A hard shift towards the southeastern side. Heavily favoring the side of Warlords as they can guard, but since they are just holding a side with not that many teams, as per the previous circle, if teams don't want to play these dips and Yasnaya or around those that pond there, then there's not a lot of teams coming from that end. So if Team Warlords want to dedicate themselves to clear that, they will have less contests onto that side as well. And it seems like Ket is being left behind. Out of the current circle, we have quite a few teams trying to come in from the northern edge. Will be too easy. Qodex has made it through to the hill to the south of school. Also on the western side, rotating will be the trio of Knax. XTEAM though, still very far from the circle. They will play this slow as we have, Ket bleeding out. LMV is opting in for the white rotation in the clockwise manner around Yasnaya. And DV has also been holding eastern edge and now trying to come into the southeastern side. And next was able to rotate around Qodex and actually will have control over Potato Hill. And the rotation through the Yasnaya fields has been made easier now with these big dips, and very hard for teams to really finish these kills, and seems like that will be the plan for Too Easy for the 2-2 split, and they will get a bit of breathing room. The problem with these dips, it comes down to how other teams want to play, whether they want to rotate early or whatnot on the next rotation. Getting it and holding it, keeping yourself safe, somewhat easy, but the escape strategy from it is not going to be as sweet as we want, because it's very limited as to how they can get out of it. If these multiple teams have caught those action, they would just be leaving one or two just in these dips. And as they have two players going incredibly low, the side of Exsol as well as Team Warlords, all watching this right now, knowing there's one team, and Vito actually made it in to around the OP dip. Exsol, though, one of the members was peeking a bit too far and will actually get punished by Too Easy there. XTEAM have made it into the circle. Same for the side of LMV. White rotation LMV coming into the eastern side. So you can see a very clear, based on the minimap, the formations and the splits that these teams want to take. Right, a lot of clumping. If they are 2-2, is very clear. If they want to do a linear formation like Qodex, is also there. So we start studying each other, how they play. And as we have the next circle going over to basically off center, as we have the side of Unique already in there. as well as DV. Dolce Vita has made the early rotation coming in as well. At the same speed, we can see this is tier 1 play. Every team upon the circle popping just sending it in right now. It all comes down to that visual awareness as they're driving and scouting has to happen together. The formations, the distance between them, the utilities right now, the knowledge of a particular rock, particular tree, particular dip, and that will be the difference that separates a lot of these teams, will be that knowledge. Such a strong compound, held by the side of Unique here. So we have a lot of crazy rotations coming in. Warlords actually coming into northeastern edge. God, I need to get my directions right, as they've lost one, and 2 more not right now. Only Mooney up for the side of Team Warlord. We have 41 players still, 15 teams. With the vehicle, maybe Mooney will be able to do something and get that revive. To do exactly what Device was doing on the side of LV to maybe get the support, but the side angle will come in. But also from the side of LV, Talon will get the side angle and will take down Team Warlords at 15th position. I like what Too Easy's doing here. They know the enemy's position. They are trying to rotate and pinch, reverse gatekeep the side of Exsol here. So Exsol down to 1 player, I think. Yes, Rokas, but they have a solid amount of team kills right now. They are just in a position that both them and Too Easy are against Unique right now. The aggressive angles from that is just so strong. So we have the Nick circle popping right now. Rokas won't be able to make out of it. The other side now, helped by Divine, have a very not too far of a rotation into it as well. And the Unique will be able to maybe do a split once again too, to capitalize and using that compound as long as possible, but sending 1 or 2 players to scout the center circle, 4 team up. Only 1 team kill at the moment, and but they will be one of the 2 teams that are in the current circle. One of the worries, though, with this type of compound is, of course, you get some time to just have a breathing room, like not really needing to worry about like crash maybe, but with mid-long range fight, if you can't get enough out of this, and if you don't kill them at the right distance, then that will be loot that you can't pick up, as we have the crash coming in. I spoke too soon. Too Easy is now pushing in. Ticker is knocked against the 2-2 split from Unique. They have taken 1 and flushed 1. Reflex trying to hold the other duo on the other side, laying down that smoke earlier to prevent himself from getting shot from other angles as well. The other side, there will be the pickup from Too Easy, seems like. Ticker is getting revived right now, so soon it will be a 3v1 push on this side, and then the side of Unique, Hate, and Skyder will need to find the best angles to try to eliminate that threat, that pushing coming from Too Easy. Hansley got some meds, and he will find that little bit of a cover. He will cook the nade, try to stop that. Still, as Furia finds a side angle to punish Ticker right there. It's actually 2 on the side of Too Easy knock. That fight has turned, but now also that return knock. So 2v2 right now. Reflex trying to support from the outside, and is still holding strong. I flew too far on that one. Let's come back to that. So we have Unique now pushing in with the smoke, trying to get that revive, but we'll catch the last member on Too Easy on rotation, and will just finish it with that little bit of advantage with respect to the blue zone there. but watching them like a hawk will be the side of Qodex. They don't have the position in the circle, but they have the sight lines. They're trying to clear this and will rotate along that ridge once again to continue to watch EMEA, stopping them, pinching them. And for LMV as well, trying to get some control, maybe sending talent in for that scout, only to find himself against the 3 players on from DV. But the duo from New Cycle, after opening some shots to take that 1 knock, will be revealing their position, and now on the small rotation as well will be caught by the team that they wanted to fight, as well as the teams with the high ground, as they all are flowing in right now from the western side. They have to come downhill. Knax has made the first rotation. The side of ScrimFarm also need to make it. IC has the edge and anchor point. Knax is now pushing in to claim the position of DV, but DV will return 1 knock. Is only going to be called up, but the side will punish. The side angle is Spectra and ScrimFarm, as they have 3 players, as well as this position against just 4 other players. A duo from DV, solo from Qodex, as well as LMV. Spectra now going down to the zone. It will be a fight that can go either way. Think about the placement points difference here in these top 4 is going to be crazy. The upper hand goes to the side of ScrimFarm and DV with the position in the circle. The hard thing is, if they keep putting pressure on each other continuously, it will give a window for these solos to come in to spoil it. Seems like IC is just using that ridge line to continuously check and scout to stop these solos from coming in. Device has shot though, so we'll be taking some shots by IC there. Going to be a slow one and patient one. Is going to be a very weird, very hard decision to make for ScrimFarm to know when to deploy those smokes, because DV has the advantage to peek and shoot. But the side of ScrimFarm may be flanked from behind that they will take down the player who's trying to change it, as they gets taken down by DV as they were trying to eliminate the side threat. That will be game 1 done with DV taking the win with 7 kills. Coming in second, we have ScrimFarm with 6 kills. Qodex with 11 kills at 3rd position. LMV have some decent frags as well. 6 kills at 4th position. At 5th, we have Knax with 4 kills. EMEA at 6th position with 5 kills. New Cycle, no kills at 7th. Too easy. Losing that compound breach can be a better breach, but you know, it can go like either way. With 7 kills would be the side of Too Easy at 8th position. Divine came 9th with 2 kills. Henrich there with the trial member seems like 2 kills at 10th position. At 11th, we have Vito actually getting 1 kill and some placement. Not a lot, but been down to a solo very early. So that will be GODSENT in game 1. LM Power at 12th position with 3 kills. Exsol 13th with 6 kills. XTEAM 14th position with 6 kills. Team Warlord going down 15th with no kills. Accelerate 16th, no kills. MVP going down early as well at 17th. Same for DE, no kills at 18th. But that will be game 1 as we continue, both me and all the players and the viewers as well to warm up as we take a very short break, and I'll be back for some more crazy action on Miramar. I'll see you all in a bit. Yo, what's up? Welcome back to NGG SCRIMS. Game 2 Miramar action. Can't wait. 18 teams. 18 full teams. Just like what I want to see. Sometimes in tournaments and stuff, we see a lot of trios. Can change the dynamics a lot, you know? When you see you have a knock and you thought there's 3 up, so you are a bit more reserved. The turnout is just only a trio, then that would change the things. But that will be another skill for players as well, to study the lobby, and as they are waiting, more valuable than a lot of people think, as we have the playing path once again, not a very crazy one, in game 2 from El Azhar towards Valdemar. First team off the plane heading towards north will be Unique. No one's going to El Azhar. Team Warlord, the second team off the plane, maybe going towards Minas Generalis, La Bandita, Graveyard. Also going to the southern side will be this NH No Hate. Heading towards north, we have MVP, New Cycle, as well as Team 7, Ellen Power. Or heading towards Hacienda San Martin direction. Around the plateau, Power Grid, with a Divine and GODSENT, has a similar idea. It can be a contested Hacienda drop there. Let's head over to Hacienda straight away, as we have MVP. Having a 4v4 against LM Power, as the first knock comes in. Danny, the first one to get knocked, and Flush and Senso will also get knocked. It will be 2v4 just in the blink of an eye. Where is the other members of MVP? Daniel is not in the main Hacienda. Same for Turbo. Let's have a look. He is just splitting away now on the high ground to the south side, the hillside of San Martin, but now running into San Martin. That will be incredibly scary, as in San Martin we have Divine, we have Exsol, we also have GODSENT. This is going to be crazy. The other side that we have next fighting Accelerate, having a tough early game once again. Keep my main screen on here. Daniel, the third member of MVP, going down, so only that solo here, but very close to San Martin as well. That will be actually Turbo doing some solo work, knocking one of Exsol. Have a look at the rest of the map. Qodex split towards the south and western side of Los Leones. In Valdemar we have Too Easy. Some contested drop as well. Will be 3 teams, DE, Knax and XTEAM around Monte Nuevo. Picardo, we have LMV against ScrimFarm, as LMV actually knocks one of the teammates there. Head over to Picardo as well. I'll try to rotate between these fights. Talon now knocked, and Device, after knocking Talon, will finally knock one of the enemy team as he tries to cross the road facing the full team of ScrimFarm. They will be able to trade it now, just one up on the side of LMV. And the ScrimFarm will take that win over at Picardo. Head back towards San Martin as we have the full team of GODSENT still. Turbo going down at 18th position. Will be MVP, first one out of this lobby, unfortunately. GODSENT still holding strong. Very close to them, we have Exsol. The previous teammate, Rokus, is here for some, can't say revenge, but they understand how each other play. And but I haven't seen them drop Saint Martin a lot in when they were playing PMGC. But the side angle from Divine with that 1-3 split, taking that hillside will be Enema, knocking one of Exsol. And that will be LMV, as we see on the kill feed, going down. No, actually, there's still one up, so Perks is still in there, so my apologies, they are still up for team, but close to Divine, we have Ked pulling very close, and after winning that fight in Hacienda, they are pulling into Saint Martin to scout this. Ked will get the revive, so it will still be a full team for Ellen Power, so just watch how each other play close to them, not too close. Okay, off the east side across that open field will be New Cycle, as we have the first circle coming in, favoring the teams that dropped to the southern side. Qodex is in, DV is in. Going towards Los Leones is MH right now. Too easy will get easy access from Valdemar on that eastern rotation. For me right now, we'll be watching between this fight at Saint Martin as well as this. With DE alongside two more teams in Monte Nuevo, let's look at the formations. We have the 3-stack held by Cheetah, and very close, not really clumping, but DE trying to hold that, but sneakily crossing will be the side of Witty there from XTEAM. They are holding more of a big split, with the main bits held by the side of Knax. Accelerate has lost 3 of the players really early, as this will be a slow one, seems like. So let's head back to Saint Martin. Vito got knocked earlier with a nade, I believe. Reed is here for the pickup, and we'll retreat back towards the western side a little bit for that reset. Vindex has no helmet, only 2 bandages, and used that last boost they've got. The off angle for Divine has been taken down by Ellen Power. They came in to control this high ground to the south side, and I believe that will be Divine going down to 3 players as they retreat towards the northern side. We'll get another angle to come in, but the high ground has its problems, of course, a lot of ridgeline and rocks, but if the side of GODSENT and Exo is just holding these angles, keep watching this, it will be that long range fight right there. Plenty of chances to get resets and revives, but what they have to be worried about is maybe teams rotating onto this plateau to the, between Power Grid and Picado, and sending one maybe to stop this, but a lot of these teams opting in for playing center, making it a bit less scary for Ellen Power to be stabbed from behind. So we have Perks pulling away the solo after losing that fight earlier. In Picado, he gets a pretty center position. Too easy though. We'll have an across the mountain fight against Qodex. The 1-2-1 split. As Qodex are actually now sending it across. They have blood in their mouth. They are not scared to send in, but will need to find a good split, as we have a very decent one coming from Too Easy. So they have to play this very carefully, methodologically, trying to take out the solos from the split, but Too Easy. Both of them has the ridge line, so Ticker can completely spoil this with the side angle. He has actually spotted them with the third-person peek, but he is playing so patient right now with that AK in hand, full level 2 gear, and an optimal position to change the tides of this fight as the first knock comes in. Too Easy will get the upper hand, will take one down to trio. Will be a side of Qodex against the pincer formation from Ticker. Caesar has started putting some shots in. Ticker will now come in with a side angle. Will knock one. Will flush one. It's going to be 4v2 as Fowler tries to return some fire. Go incredibly low. It's a 2v3 right now. As Perfect just run in reflect. Another one. One up on the side. Lucy would just need to play this so smart. Behind that buggy there will find that angle, but will be traded immediately. That will be Too Easy taking the win, placing Qodex, taking them out of the game, sending them back to lobby at 16th position. Let's go back to St. Martin. My god, with that is just the type of fight that IGLs need to be so decisive about. And early scout of vehicles as well in contested drop is not an easy one. You want to keep an eye on the parachutes as well as the vehicles, so when they want to pull away, they have that option, but it has died down. It's a split linear formation from Divine, and actually I missed out on that one fight. That will be Exsol losing the drop, getting pinch from both the south, the hillside of Ellen Power, and GODSENT there, going down at 17th position, I believe. Unique here has dropped and driven towards Campo Militar, and they are now coming back in. Too Easy will still hold that position, taking where Qodex fought earlier and held earlier will be Team Warlords. Coming in to scout and maybe contest this hill area, we also have Team 11, No Hate, Henrich, full team up. Same for the side of DV. Divine is on the other side, and the Chumacera Church is such a strong position in the circle, and it is now claimed by ScrimFarm. And this chaos has ended, and the teams know that they need to retreat now. So, trying to outsmart their enemies will be the side of XTEAM here, holding the edge against the trio of DE, I believe. No, full team. My apologies there. So DE still in. They haven't moved quite a lot, and they have spotted these players on XTEAM who has attempted and successfully rotated around them. It will be maybe a Chibusera finish. Too soon to tell, to be fair. Still 14 teams in the lobby, 51 players. And how's everyone who's watching right now? Welcome to the stream. If you do like it, a thumbs up and a sub will be much appreciated. Costs you nothing, but it will mean a lot to me, and will be the first present and encouragement coming into the New Year's new cycle, and will be to the southwestern side of Los Leones. We'll give them a possible white rotation on the next shift if they need to go through Los Leones. As we have DV finding some angles at the moment. Let's head towards there as they watch south and find a knock onto No Hate. But they have the dips, they have the support. just look at the control right here, and one of my personal favorite bits to hold with many dips. Very good split with the hard cover from these compounds as well. So that's how DV plays this. Not trying to steal any tactics, but I think this is my goal as well, right? Like when it comes to casting or streaming these, is to provide the information that teams can come back and watch to help themselves improve, study how they play and their enemies play. GODSENT coming in from the northern edge now. Through the Picardo Hills will be Ellen Power. Rotating to the south side of Picardo, using the high ground to scout, will be Unique. And the X teams continue to rotate and come in from where they were trying to hold and gatekeep DE, but DE will get the wide rotation towards Valdemar in the anti-clockwise fashion. Gonna ask a question for our players and IGLs who are watching or watching back. Do you have a system when it comes to resource reporting? The thing with these fights and these positions, you're hoping to get a knock and a kill, but if it's too far or the position suggests that you don't get the finish, will you still, put that pain and try to shoot as we burn ammo, burn resources, and continuing to also give audio cues and audio information to the rest of the map as we... What did I say? Okay, is this... Okay, I would take this as my first achievement. It sounds a bit sad, really. But my crystal ball worked. It's going to be a Chimicera finish. So ScrimFarm will be very happy with this unless it shifts back to Chimicera, like towards the high ground, and then they can still farm a lot of kills just using the position to clear out and sweep the southeastern side and the eastern side of this current circle. Brilliant control. Knowing this part of the map as well, DV and ScrimFarm may have that issue that I'm talking about. A fight that you don't know whether you should take. Is it a good time to strike? Those remain to be some of the biggest mysteries in PUBG Mobile, which factors into the players' PUBG IQ. XTEAM, though, made a break onto that western edge now in the circle and will be one of the two teams to get control of Chimicera, them towards the 3 stack and the bottom side, and Too Easy will hold the top side, the south part of Chimicera. Behind them, we have Knax, though, DE as well. Still a full team. Are they in one car? Or... Oh, we've got one scout, so a lone scouting, a 1-3 split coming, actually. Is that unique with one of the old players there that knocked each other with the bow action? So teams trying to go wide here. The two teams will be Team Warlords as well as New Cycle on the southern side. Still have mountains that they can claim. So New-Cycle's trying to rotate around it. I'm going to go through the list right now so we all get to have a look at the numbers advantage, the numbers of players still in this game. A lot of full squads though. Seems like the teams are happy with their... So the earlier fight between Unique and Ellen Power is on the northeastern edge. Divine's been just moving around, getting pushed away and pushed away, seems like, and but they found themselves a spot in the circle on the northwestern edge. New cycle, full team up, continue to rotate wide. Now going for that western edge. Catching XTEAM with the side of GODSENT Vito. What's your... guys, what's your... How should I say this? Not even guilty pleasure is not the right term. Your weird fetish when it comes to PUBG. The gun. And maybe the sound. For me, Suppress M16 is definitely one of that. But we're not just talking about sound, but the feeling of playing that as well. For me, VSS and that. And we will continue to have the majority of Chumacera in the circle. XTEAM are in. Too Easy are in with high ground. ScrimFarm, the church is out already. So IGL and Captain Jarge are now scouting into the circle. They have 2 team kills. And now gotten themselves hot cover and a good position in the circle. Many potential to hop around, use high grounds, covers from crates, you name it. The solo from Accelerate, got not sick. May face the push from LM Power, but the push has been slowed down by a little bit of that car issue there as they still make it count. Will claim that compound, take down that last player of Accelerate. But the boss from the flip will cost them just a little bit. They will try to get the revive, but Marley will be holding that angle and watching it like a hawk. But LM Power, though, needs to be very careful because ScrimFarm is watching this now. Not only them, but GODSENT. DE is now actually out of the lobby. Maybe they went for a rotation all in the car, and I just missed that one, unfortunately. I'm just going to keep an eye on these teams on the southern side because that's a lot of weird landscape that they have to go through, as well as going past each other. The clock is ticking. The circle is closing. Hartman and Warlords have to move right now. Very close to them on that side, with a bit of position advantage will be the side of Knax, which has more team kills and 3 players right now. Also rotating on that side, and a bit choked out will be the side of No Hate. Holding their corner, try to make it work with Angle, but will get knocked when he's trying to spoil it for Team Warlords. And it just doesn't stop. Warlords rotating around it will have a rich line to reverse and to spoil the rotation pass of No Hate as well as Knax, so they've all lost some to the blue. But above them will be Too Easy. Ticket is so patient though, has now finally revealed it, but it's not enough. Rams will actually take that knock and will get the flush, but the trade comes in and Warlords will need to use the utilities here. They will have to see how to play this. They need to catch all the angles because Too Easy, although not with the numbers advantage, will have the high ground position. Warlords try to do that reset, but both of these teams, just look at this circle. How brutal. Going over to the northeastern edge, giving the advantage to ScrimFarm and LM Power. And ScrimFarm was going to like this so much, although it's only 2 kills, but I believe it's going to ramp up. They're still watching LM Power, but they have the position, they have the upper hand to watch the southern side as well. With the congestion of teams, Unique coming in from the southeastern edge. We have DV trying to scout there as well. XTEAM trying to, thinking about it with Witty, scouting the bit of the hill that can be up for grabs, will be close to GODSENT. If New Cycle wants to hold this and rotate onto the dead western edge, there is a possibility as well. Just look at this chaos on this side as we have the side of Knax trying to come in, but we'll find more players on that edge there, making it so hard for Knax right now. Just one player up, 5 team kills. He will probably go down to the blue. If he tried to challenge this, Unique should have the angles, but they have opted in to use that dip, so they have the support though. They are going to group up, and the side angle actually protected by LM Power. But Unique will finish. They'll put that last bullet and round in. But what's the cost of that? As they all let go and rotate down from that hillside, will be them pinched behind that dip, and the zone will continue to do some work. Ket is watching. LM Power is watching. They have the zone just now. They have the zone right now as well. It will be them getting into the circle to scout both the northern and western edge. We have one in some hard cover, one in some dips, and GODSENT is not in. They will have to go through two players of LM Power to make this work, and the ScrimFarm as well. Moving away from the compounds before, they will come in to maybe the edge, but maybe not enough, but very close to them. We have the side of NeoCycles now crashing in. They will take down one of ScrimFarm. The support is not there yet. Spectra has been asking, but maybe they are just holding and getting pressure from all the angle. Now this bit here of hard cover, just that little bit shared between the duo who's still up for ScrimFarm as well as NeoCycle, as we have the punishment coming back, knocking one of NeoCycle. But this is not the end of it. Also coming in will be XTEAM from the southern side. They have 3 players. They have the positions. They have the meds as well. And they have the hard cover now. Jar Jar and Sniper now just stuck between those crates. Icy's bleeding out, as well as the side of DV need to come in from the southern side. Just in the blink of an eye, 16 players. GODSENT trying to rotate around it. They know it's open. They know they have to rotate all the way around. That is Reeves going down. The first one trying to cross with that vehicle is now all of them suffering a lot from the blue, as well as all the angles from the side. Vito is the only one up for GODSENT, but will get the top 4. Now the top 3, that will be some good placement points. And that will be ScrimFarm actually holding so strong. Now a 2v4, that will be GODSENT after, still going down afterwards. The tree is not enough, and the luck coming in as well for LM Power, but it all comes down to the skill and for them to capitalize on what's given to them from the gods of PUBG, as they do and some more damage and knocking Jar Jar. Sniper trying to do something with the other sniper, but will be caught by the flank. That will be LM Power stepping up in this game with a crazy amount of kills. Ket, 9 kills? What the hell, man? That is 17 kills from LM Power. ScrimFarm still doing very good, rotating between the strong positions and eliminating the threats from behind. Will be them taking second position with 4 kills. GODSENT taking third position and 3 kills. DV getting caught by the blue a little bit alongside the teams around them, and will get them the 4th position with 4 kills. XTEAM with actually 7 kills, so very solid by them with a 5th position. The chat favorite right now, not a lot of people in, but NeoCycle, we do have some fans and supporters. Your team has done well as well, so 6th position with 3 kills. Team Warlord once again needed to go through and maneuver around those edge as they take a 7th position and 7 kills. So with that zone luck, I think that can be considered a very good effort. Unique, 1 kill at 8th position. So of next 6 kills, 9th position. At 10th, we have Too Easy with 8 kills. 11th, No Hate with no kills. Divine going down at 12 with no kills. No kills for DE. Accelerate losing 3 players so early, not going down later as well. No kills at 14th position. LMV, the contested drop, the hot drop in Picardo, ScrimFarm trying to teach them a lesson. They will come back, LMV, next game trying to prove themselves again. 15th position, no kills. 16th, we have Qodex with no kills. Exsol, 1 kill at 17th position. 18th, last but not least, unfortunately, will be MVP with 1 kill point by Turbo, though. Just storming into Saint Martin like a man. I do respect that. And that will be game 2. It's actually more action that I was able to cut on cam, and trying my best to cast that as well. Hope you enjoyed that one. So with all that shouting, borderline shouting, I am off for only a short break. And with a sip of water, I will see you all in the third game, which will be the jungle of Sanhok. I'll be right back. And we are back. Game 3, some Sanhok action. Sometimes wonder how the maps are actually called. I call it Sanhok. Some people call it just Sanhok. not so. Okay, that sounds really bad. But Sanhok. And we have actually one member of LMV off at the other slot after they've got a full team already. So actually 18 teams, 18 full teams with the members taking a split. So probably not split, come on, just need to probably drown there, then mess up the lobby, you know. And same for Erangel. Some people call it so Erangel or Erangel. What's your pronunciation? I struggle the same way for player's name as well, but that is for another time. We have the plane path from just off the north side of Sami towards Camp Bravo. Then there's a Sanhok. The smallest map, 4 km times 4 km. A lot of these teams will be able to get to their favorite drop spots. Around Sami, in Sami we have Accelerate. Around Sami we have Qodex, Ruins by Divine. Going towards Northwestern Island, Henich and LN Power. Painan, we have the full team of Unique. One member of New Cycle is scouting that, seems like, but they have two of them in the trifecta, basically next to DE. We have a lot of 2-2 splits coming in, 2 from New Cycle here, 2 from DE here, 2 from XTEAM as well, and off to the northern side we already have MVP again having some tough early game, losing 2 players already. That 2-2 split from DE making it work, and on this side they are also trying to do some work and trying to eliminate the duo by New Cycle here as they knock one. Edic will need to clutch this. Just with the M16 in hand, with some gear but absolutely no meds, will be him going so low. But DE tries to come in and capitalize on that, will find themselves some punishment from the side, because we also have XTEAM coming in here leaving Cheetah the only one up in this 2-2 split over at Trifecta. Edic's trying to swim away with that sliver of health right now. Just trying to swim towards the teammates. There's not a lot that PMCO can do or relay back to the teammates. The tides have turned, but alone will not be alone with the support coming in. Behind Cheetah will be Dark7. The XTEAM also has the reinforcements now. Witty and Deadly was here. Nightmare is now coming in to flank from the side. Let's look at the map again, and as I keep an eye on here, Exsol, Paradise, ScrimFarm fighting next, and Tatmok, Ankau, LMV, full team split around Mognai. Hartin, we have 2, Easy, Ellen Power, and the side of No Hate, Team 11, around Chem Alpha right now. But in the main, Chem Alpha, we have No Hate with Ellen Power trying to push in maybe from the south side and using one on the high ground. Nightmare's trying to go extremely wide right now. They still have the full team. The support from DE has come in. As they knock one Cheetah, making it work in there. The side angle is happening though, as they return a knock onto DE. Witty will take care of Cheetah, who was trying to heal, but Witty can't really get... he will get the heal from that loot, as we have DE now surrounded from the pincer formation from XTEAM. Beg for Mercy has been knocked though on the other side, so it's now down to Witty and the side of Nightmare. 2 against 2 with the little bit of pre-fire cheekily with the AKM. Will actually make this more maneuver to the side, and that will be the outplay. Nightmare takes down DE at 18th position. Oh my god. Can't catch a break. Why? Because we have ScrimFarm. Now, on this side, 3 knock right now. Jar Jar against knocks right here. Split from the 3 knock members on that side. But the nade will still come in from Knax. They have the knock. They knock 3. They have 1 knock, but are trying to get that revive and pick up now as they come in. Knowing Jar Jar's position, they will come in from multiple angles. I can't pronounce that name. You know, all of you, you can DM me, you know, send me a message somewhere. Tell me how to pronounce your name properly. And what are the stories, actually, behind a lot of these names? I would love to hear that, as we have ScrimFarm going down at 17th position around Cow against Next. And we have the circle, and basically all the teams are in here right now. Divine will come in to breach Trifecta, where XTEAM took the first victory, pulling away from Pinon towards the main island is unique. GODSENT Mooney is facing maybe a full team of GODSENT there. So Team Warlord trying to make something work. Is that just the scout? And let's head over there. As is going to be a 4v4 Team Warlord against GODSENT to this hillside, to this northeastern part of our favorite boot camp. Mooney will actually go down once again. Having the position found, there's more nades coming. There's a flying in from Reeves as he punished another one. Axie actually is the one with the nade. Now Hartman is knocked as well. Warlords trying to make this one a 3rd knock onto Team Warlords. GODSENT wants the revenge. GODSENT will come in. They will do the jump shot. They will fly in and just wipe out Team Warlords at 16th or 15th position. Because we also have the rest of MVP going down, seems like. And yes, that will be them gone as well. New Cycle has some angles. They heard the gunshots. They are holding boot camp, at least for this one player. And they have a big split because they are having a crazy split right now. Maybe Addict is still swimming. He's been trying and trying. He's been split from his team for so long, but maybe he can make it to Titanic, and that won't be too bad. Too Easy has left Hartin coming into one of my favorite positions there around that dip of that pond. A lot of control over there. LMV has what is Hidden doing? I'm not sure. Coming in to the eastern side of the current circle. Exsol is still holding Paradise Resort. Next, rotate away from Cow. Now 2-2 split 2 on Tatmok, and the 2 heading towards the coastline. Rich Compound held by DV. Full team of NH wants to play the slow, still on the northwestern island on that hill area. Lucky for them, not a lot of teams are along the coastline trying to see when is the best to cross. If there's a lot, so we've got Erlen Power to be fair, but if there's more, then there can be a lot of action going on in that around that Hartin Bridge. Vito and GODSENT will continue to hold this position strong as they find some players and angles onto Unique there. Also on the southern side, rotating in, that needs to go through all these teams. If we have a northern shift, will be XTEAM and Divine. Qodex, though, the only team that is still out of the circle, trying to pick up scraps of loot in Painan. Not sure how much they can get there. Too Easy, I saw them coming close to this compound against the duo of New Cycle, and that seems to be the reason why they've lost Furia. And but they are still holding that strong position now with the linear formation held along that spot I mentioned earlier. But to this north side, we have the full team of Knax all putting 1 kill in when they were fighting ScrimFarm, and now they are coming in to scout this. Too Easy are so split, so I don't know whether they can support each other as much as they want, as they find some shots onto Ticker, but Shelby getting some return for maybe that is on Caesar. But XTEAM fighting as well on this side, and maybe pinching Unique between themselves and GODSENT. Divine has crossed trifecta, has made the rotation, is now coming into boot camp with the solo from New Cycle. So that solo there, we just need to play this very patiently, not give away any footstep and stuff, as I have some supporters in the chat. Thank God I have some friends that they to come in to support me, and they're not just the teams, you know. And when you do this, of course, for the love of the game, but also trying to do your best, it's nice to have some encouragement. So thank you, Subi and Willow from earlier as well as Medusa. But all of you who I may know about more sometime can become friends. We can become friends as we have the next circle going over, centering over at that compound where Too Easy want to claim from New Cycle. The rich compounds will be strong. Ellen Powell has a spot on the northwestern island. In the middle, we have the Hartin Bridge. But rotating around all of that will be Hartin and the side of No Hate. LMV has been able to find the line of entry into Tatmok. Qodex, though, I thought they were on the most southern side. They probably found themselves a car as well. Now onto their eastern edge, as we have LMV trying to scout further, and Knax will be punishing that heavily. LMV, where are you? It's just talent and punching with frustration, and but happily he has a lot of meds, has some gear, has the hard cover and the position in the circle. The interesting bit here, okay, just based on how I see this, will be GODSENT if they take this coastal line just straight up north into the circle. They may get shot from Divine from behind, as well as XTEAM on this other side. And I hate going through that coastal bit. Is so hard to control. I would just do anti-clockwise sweep, but what do I know? They've got the experience, they've got the skills, and we have Exsol now, not even far from the from where they dropped at Paradise Resort, but now pulling closer to Tapmok, maybe trying to rotate and join that control battle along the northern coastline. I haven't given No Hate enough screen time, and this may be the time to do it as they find some knocks onto Accelerate. Accelerate wants to make this work, but look at that cheeky angle from the side. They do this crazy just to surround Accelerate, and Accelerate is just now down to one player. They know that numbers advantage. They have the comms. They know it's 1 knock, 2 knock, 3 knocked, and 2 dead. They know it's a 4v1. They now come in like the flood, and they will finish. No, they will not, actually! But that will just be a matter of 2 seconds. That will be NH taking Hartin, being the kings of Hartin, holding it strong, using the compound, but also splitting around it. Taking down Accelerate at 12th position. And I'm going to watch GODSENT again. I want to see what they've done there as they use some vehicles to rotate, and seems like Divine planning not to rotate along that ridgeline. They will go for the swim, and because it's such a hard bit to go through. That coastline is like not fun at all. But good to know. GODSENT found themselves a compound to the side, and just southeastern edge right here, as they will get blessed by the zone. So a lot of rich compound play, but northwestern island has to retreat now. They have to rotate now. It could be a lot of swimmers, and new cycle. Having some rough start, they will still hold somewhat strong, but XTEAM here now trying to challenge GODSENT on this eastern edge. Beg for Mercy running kind of in the open. Mali is third person peeking this, finding the right time to strike, maybe. But Beg for Mercy will come in. He has the M249 in hand, and then they, with that 1 knock, they know they have some angles. There's only so many options that you can peek from. GODSENT now 3 sending into the same compound, trying to alleviate some pressure. XTEAM has some overlook though. That will be Beg for Mercy picking up those footsteps. Barley coming into revive Reeves will not get punished for that. Nightmares trying to hold that angle. It's 2 versus 4 in a few seconds when they get that revive, but that angle will be caught. Not being able to hold it against Azzy there. GODSENT will be having that 4 versus 1. Nightmare need to run in and will feel the meaning behind his name maybe, but they say not yet. But after all, it will be the case. GODSENT holding down that compound strong. Divine now need to go through LM Power. And LM Power is suffering from severe casualty as they lose all players except Ked. And Ked just needs to make this work right now. He has to play patient. He can maybe spoil this if he just find those cheeky angles. But Divine would definitely sweep this and clear all of this to make sure they get every kill point. They know there's a solo somewhere as they try to sweep past this. Look at No Hate. They won the bridge control. Ked will be able to do some work here as he takes another kill point. A little bit of the CQC maneuver will take another kill point for Ellen Power, but they go down at 9 position upon the breach of Divine. And Exsol, I've missed on some action. They have been having some slow early game, but nonetheless, this is the time that they strike as they ramp up and control this. I did mention earlier, too easy, maybe a bit too split, and this is also why it's so hard to play this. Look at Nox playing patient on that side. We'll tank the blue a little bit, but not one on the side of Exo. Exo has 6 team kills right now. Still 2 players up. One may get revived soon, as we have GODSENT trying to leave this compound. They will be facing aggressive angles from that rich compound by DV, but they both have to rotate, and that will be the pickup onto the third player of Exsol. So Rokus would be very happy with this one. Divine, though, with their position, they will have to move out, and the ridge lines won't be enough very soon. Knowing that cover, GODSENT made the rotation. They made it into the circle. They have the biggest compound in this. They did not get punished. They escaped from the sightlines of DV, and Dolce Vita has found themselves a shack, but that anchor point is not enough. Look at GODSENT punishing them, trying to come down towards the anchor point. Is just Rob's up right now. This guy's name is actually PUBG. What the hell, man? And PUBG has died. No, okay, I'm not gonna jinx it. Screw me, I shouldn't even say that. But NH, no hate with that aggressive linear formation across the bridge will not be enough. Nerofin knocked in the circle, just Jaguar in on the bridge trying to get some more healing done. As we have this circle, what the hell, actually going to the duo of New Cycle. So the fans are going to be happy as they have this position against the rest of the map, but they don't have this high ground. Exsol will have the easy access, an easy claim of this ridge line along this, as they just go towards this circle right now and overlook all this field. But they have their eyes on GODSENT right now. They want to eliminate this pressure first. Vito knocked right now. GODSENT has 11 kills as we have Reeves trying to go for a flank on the side, but the 1-2 split is just falling short as he finds himself a position to scout closer to maybe break down Exsol. When Exsol is trying to break them down, it's going to be a heads on 3v3 right now. So scary with the ridgeline. Marley got taken down by on the side as we have Axie now facing, takes down Rokus. That will be Reeves. Actually making it work. What the hell, man? GODSENT did it, but they need to go to the circle now. Reeves can heal up. They are going with the blue. They have the position. I missed out on everything on the other side, but doesn't matter. We have got that crazy fight in. It's going to be a 2v2 between GODSENT and New Cycle. It's just these teams using this positional advantage from this ridge, from that hut, to make it work for them. It's going to be basically just 2v2 practice right now. Ridge lines, peek and shoot, you name it. Mets, reflexes, skills, communication, all in play. Let's go, guys. We have Exie trying to get that side angle go incredibly low. We also have Reeves holding the side angle, but Addict is on the other side. They do a 1, it's a 2, clump together. Goodwell going very low against the 1-1 split. Addict, mate. That pull away with that swim will get you the chance to play in this final circle, but that will be them GODSENT going so low. No more first aids for Reeves. 1 versus 2 right now. And Addict will also be able to get the entry. New cycle could have pushed that maybe, but very respecting GODSENT right there is why they probably didn't peak earlier, but they are now grouped up. Will be the 2v1. Reeves, the Irish God, as we call him, he has maybe the potential, he has the rich line, he has the M249, but he doesn't have the chicken dinner. Oh my, oh my. Didn't even have the time to reload that beast, you know? But that will be still some crazy action. Oh, GODSENT with the heads-up rotation and all that, when I had my concerns and never doubted them. But that will be Sanhok, guys. That will be 8 kills and chicken dinner 2 new cycle. If their supporters still in the chat, they would be absolutely thrilled. GODSENT with the 2nd place and 14 kills. What a strong showing. Exsol also doing better. They've got themselves 9 kills in the 3rd position. No Hate, 4th position with 7 kills. Dolce Vita, 5th position with 1 kill. So of Knax, 8 kills at 6th position. Very decent work, boys. Divine at 7th position and 3 kills. Too easy. We'll have that big split maybe going against them. So they come back and see how they play that. But the split is beautiful initially, but as the circle closes, you just need to have tighter angles to maybe trade for each other. I don't know, but will be them going down at 8th with 1 kill. Ellen Power has the early demonstration of their power, 4 kills. 9th position though, going down to Divine on that compound breach. XTEAM will come 10th with 7 kills. Qodex 1 kill. 11th LMV, 12th position, 1 kill. Accelerate 13th position and no kills. Almost made it work at Heartin. Unique at 14th with no kills. MVP going out 15th, no kills. Team Warlords at 16th, no kills. ScrimFarm, not as hot this game. I mean, it's good practice. Contested drop. Cow. Tapmock. So they will maybe run into each other again, and they can take the revenge then. 18th position, and actually the last team, because 19th doesn't count, will be DE with 4 kills that they've taken themselves before going down. So not the worst. Keep it up. And that will be game 3. I'll see you all in the very snowy Vikendi, and it is actually snowing as well at where I am in East Midland. So everyone stay warm, stay safe, and yeah, I'll see you on Vikendi. Hey, welcome back to Game 4. Last game of the night for NGG SCRIMS. And my apologies there. Seems like chap at LMV at slot 22 is the host of the room. So notice from the chat in Discord that there might have been some ping issues. So with a little bit of arrangement there by NGG, seems to be better with that help there. So thank you to everyone in the community, in the room, in tonight's scrim to make it as good as possible. Let's continue to have these 18 very good teams to continue fragging it out. Vikendi. We didn't have some crazy or the most dreadful zones and plane paths tonight, as we have this one going just off. So from just the south side of Dino Park towards Cement Factory. So a lot of these, with a bit of float, I believe port can be reached as well. Let's see how these teams do this. LMV heading towards, seems like a 2-2 split over to Movatra. Accelerate with flow past Dino Park, heading towards those compounds close to the junction. Okay, on top of Villa, we have an abundance of teams. In Tova, we have some split coming from LM Power and New Cycle. Dolce Vita will be off the east side of Goroka, is where they are floating. Bavosto, we have MVP. Winery, we have Henhich right there. No hate. But look at this. Vanova, we've got ScrimFarm, we have GODSENT, we have DE. Goroka seems like is another busy bit with Divine, Exsol, as well as Too Easy. I'll keep an eye on Vanova there. As we have a hard shift in the first one. Next, going for the eastern coast, Peshkova, we have Team Warlords. And in Trevno, we have XTEAM, as well as Unique. First knock and kill come through by Divine onto Too Easy. So it will be me trying my best to catch these actions between Goroka and Vanova. The top side by Divine there. Exsol takes the bottom side. Push to the side will be Too Easy. So more likely to be a 4v4 right here. LM Power also putting some work. But this is a crazy, pretty crazy phase 1 circle, but with the vast experience by many of these teams, this is no surprise to them. Look at Tova right now. New cycle with a split around it. The majority of LM Power will still be in there. And we should probably head towards there now as they have more action coming in. One of the LM Power XXX Triple X member is now knocked. So Qodex trying to capitalize on this one. Lucci with the side angle. Wait is maybe waiting for the support. Trying to guard some angles will be the side of LM Power, trying to get that revive maybe. We'll crawl through that tunnel and we'll get the reset, seems like. Too Easy have pulled away from that crazy action. And we'll find some players on to accelerate. actually taking out one of them already. LMV will have to go through a lot of teams waiting for the right time to cross, whether they want to play south or north, not sure, but the easier wide rotation would be across the northern side. And of course they didn't have the information that I have as a spectator. This can take a while until Wade and the rest of Qodex finds an angle onto Ket, but Ket's just holding that one spot to try to center that fight around them, as we have his teammates being on the side trying to do something. So it's actually going to be 4v4, a 1-3 from Qodex, and a bit of a tactical split from LM Power. Vanova is not going too crazy yet, as we have the off angle taken care of by the off angle, and Unique and XTEAM are just fighting elsewhere too, and that will be some action in Trevno itself. Unique will take 2 kills, as we have XTEAM only back for Mercy up right now. Deadly too far to get revived. And Unique is also just playing this very patiently, but Back for Mercy has to clutch this like crazy. If not, that will be pretty much the tone set for Trevno. And a lot of time for Unique still, since they have a comfortable spot in the circle. So we will just pull away from that, because some of these other teams here in Vanova will have to continue to fight this like crazy, as we have 3 knock on the side of GODSENT. That will be actually gone. Reeve is knocked as well. It's only Marley up right now. They have that 1 kill. Marley said, screw this, I'm going to go. That little bit of a chapel breach has not worked out for GODSENT. They've lost 3 players, and just that one player holding in, playing so patiently, will be DE, taking 3 kills, taking 3 members of GODSENT, but they are down to 2 players. ScrimFarm is here holding strong still with the 1-3 split. Jaja is now coming in with the off angle. They have third person peek that for a while now. Jaja has the information, will scout from behind. Not easy to cross that, but they have some angles, and they will be able to pick up some footsteps very soon, as we have DV also fighting. They are fighting the Warlords right now. Let's head over to there, because it seems like that is the more crazy 3-way fight right here between themselves and MVP. MVP will say, we had enough tonight. We will take that kill, and we will continue as the full team, as we have Mooney trying to retreat away. Hartman's pinched behind that one rock, will get shot from multiple angles. That is DV rotating and taking down another player of Team Warlords. Blimey, Mooney only just need to play this as a solo now. They have some positions in the circle, so just need to pray for the zone to be nice to them right now. Let's head back to Vanova, as we have actually Marley still in the game, overlooking this fight. GODSENT takes down another one. Marley can maybe spoil this. He has some cheeky angles. He is seeing some action coming, but he doesn't want to strike. It's fine, you know, like they will get pushed as the solo, and that will allow Marley and GODSENT to outlive DE. The DE getting down to 16th against the rest of the teams in Vanova. ScrimFarm will be having that 4 team still. 3 kills and the king of Vanova. Marley needs to just parkour out of this. Seems like, and the side of No Hate has opted in for that southern rotation, as we have the congestion coming here in the center zone off to these open fields to the north side of Pavosto. Knax is coming in to watch this as well. Mooney is now pinched between New Cycle, MVP, and Dolce Vita. Ellen Power, let's not forget about them. They've controlled Tova, they've eliminated the threats around it, taking down a full team as well as some split players. It will be them with the... What? With the upper hand 5 kills, but as I was finishing that sentence, that will be New Cycle rotating, or like 2 of them in that Zima there. The bomb car is the other name for it, leaving them to 1 player to just shortly go down after. It's still going to be crazy though, as these 3 teams control that. The other big junction controlled by Accelerate there, and they will get the entry from the southern side. Unique along the coastline after looting a Pushkova. Seems like Ellen Power needs to come in. ScrimFarm needs to make that action and rotation as well. Divine split a little bit. They have lost 2 players early. LMV is now tanking the blue, looting up everything along there, and Exsol will also have some early kills. 2 kills now coming in from Coal Mine. Mooney can spoil this though. He hasn't really moved. He has a burnt car around there, but very close. He's got the underground. Hey, that is something I like to see. Look at Vanova. Look at PUBG. He can be very comfortable in here and will be able to outlive many of these players just with that position. Ellen Power now coming in through Vosto. So leaving this overground fight will be Mooney, and then up top we have the 1-3 split from Knax against MVP. Yeah, LMV is not rushing at all. They are still looting. So of ScrimFarm though, everything's been picked up, either looted or consumed in Vanova. So they're now pulling away. Like Vanova still has a lot of cars as usual, and playing a bit of the patient tanking game. It's going to hurt soon. As we have some time though, a minute or so until this circle completely closes. It will continue to shift towards the northeastern side. And Exsol is now facing the resistance. They have 3 team kills. Rokus is now knocked when they were trying to rotate. That is DV, Dolce Vita trying to stop these rotations with their positions here in the very highly contested compound to south of Cosmodrome. So Exo just need to explore the options again, finding an even wider rotation to get into the circle. Ellen Power has made it through and now into Bavosto. But from the zone, coming into that position, we have ScrimFarm. And behind them, 1 split member from LMV, as they are not going to be much of a threat for now. And here we have Jar Jar and the team making it into here with this big rock here, scouting Bavosto. Very close to accelerate will be too easy. So 3 players up against the 3 players of Accelerate. Maybe the scouting work of ScrimFarm allowed them to find that Ellen Power has rotated, but they still have to make their way in themselves. Playing this very patiently. Can't believe the amount of tanking that these teams are doing, but we see it a lot, right? Sanhok, 4 AM does it. Phases 1 and 2, white rotation from the sea from Mong Nai. See that again and again. also from Bigatron does that as well. Teams are not scared to do it. For example, Loops, who's unfortunately now out of the tournament in PMGC. They tank quite a bit as well. Loops on Footballers does it as well, I think. Correct me, a lot of you probably know these better than I do, as we see Hidden knocked from falling off the vehicle. ScrimFarm IC or ICY now has the position and the spoiler. He is still on the other side, trying to make LMV's rotation really hard right now, as he's single-handedly picking up all those information and now telling his team that they are here. Jar Jar is coming in for support. We'll get knocked on the car, and we have Spectre, and the other member now coming in for support. Spectre can provide that side angle now. They can patiently play this. That will be the side angle working out. We need to do some more as he knocks another one onto device. That is LMV. 2 knock. Losing one more again. Talon needs to make this work. He has some meds. They have the knock. He can make this a crazy one. He can turn the tables right here as ScrimFarm continues to hold strong in tonight. That is the footsteps coming in. Jar Jar will get picked up. ICY will clear out that one more. Another flush there. The side angle taking down 3v2 situation right now. They have some time, so they can still breathe. They can still fight. They still have ICY, and they will take down another one. Spectra on the side will need to get picked up right now, but the side angle's taken care of actually by ScrimFarm as they come in and surgically removes LMV with their 1-3 split, doing exactly what they should. The support comes in and they will take them down at 13th position. ScrimFarm still strong, 8 kills, 3 players still, but they have to move very, very soon. 32 seconds until they have to move with this blue. But they have the loot. LMV's been looting. This is the time that they can replenish. Top up a lot of those loot. When these teams like to play so edge and stuff, so center as well, I'm sorry. There's some advantage to rotating late is when these teams who are trying to rotate early in, they will open up the edge, giving the other edge teams, further edge teams, to come in without being gate kept. So this might be the little bit of a chasing the tail between ScrimFarm and LM Power here on the southwestern edge. I'm going to scroll through this list so we know the numbers advantage still, etc. in this game. 2 gone for Dolce Vita. ScrimFarm, we saw them still holding strong. 14 for LM Power, and same for Knax, same for Exsol, as well as Hen Hicks right there. Trio still for Too Easy. For Divine, down to only Hate, 1 player. MVP is still in that compound. Full team up with 1 kill, 4 kill for Unique. As we have Icy coming in. ScrimFarm will catch up onto this and backstab LM Power. LM Power, 1 knocked right now, will suffer the 2nd knock. Ked and the other player will be pushed to the side. That will be Spectra taking the 9th kill for ScrimFarm. The hillside of Peshkova, though, held by NX right there, as we are waiting for this Nick circle. Actually very nice to a lot of these teams. What's not nice is that timer right there on the top right, 48 seconds now. These teams will need to rotate. Dead Center will be due from DV. Exsol is in Accelerate Trio. Yes, Trio still in there. But LM Power will need to fight this. Will have to show ScrimFarm that they can be as strong, as we have Jar Jar closer to the circle, trying to pick up some information to pinch with this 1-2. But MVP trying to rotate from the compound that they held for so long will be heavily punished as they breach the side of Exsol right here. 1 gone, 2 knocked, only Hellboy, Lazy Miracle, Rokus, everyone. Rokus is not right now, but they will be coming in to try to punish this. They get the revive, and they will knock the other one down. It's only going to be 1. Senso, with just a little of health, will get taken down. The breach didn't work. The formation didn't come through. That will be Exo taking another team fight win. And MVP will be hating themselves right now. But let's not stay on that for too long, because we also have NH fighting Knax here. Knax only Shelby up right now with no helmet. Level 1 gear and 1 player, 1 first aid, but 0 life. Ellen Power pulls away, ScrimFarm making the rotation as well. New compounds claimed, new dynamics. Look at all these compounds held by these teams. That is just Vikendi with the abundance of compounds. Find that hard cover and start praying. The Nick circle will be dictating the pace of the game as usual, but even stronger in Vikendi. Sanhok as well. Now I'm speaking garbage is important in across all the classics and scrims of PUBG Mobile. Too Easy has been playing slow, holding edge once again, as we have the next circle shifting slightly off center towards the north side, favoring Accelerate and DV. So all these teams that found themselves a comfortable compound will need to leave their comfort. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone, eh? Look at me go with my quotes and my philosophies. Will be an easy compound claim by Exsol, not a huge problem. So the interesting bits here might be onto Cat, as I thought, as they come in from this eastern side. Only have 15 seconds as a duo. They want to come in and punish some of these teams still off this edge, but Too Easy pulls away, will give that kill away as they come in for the Nick zone. We'll have a lot of high ground though. Unique is also coming in handsily with the scout. NH is now coming in. Exo has the prime position. 8 kills right now. We'll be looking at all these teams coming from the southern parts of the circle. ScrimFarm will have to use their textbooks with their experience to drive and scout, then finding the position. They hear the gunshots, they know there's a compound on the other side as Jaja scouts and get punished. The solo from Divine will be facing the push by Icy now. Icy will not be able to knock it, but the support is here. Spectra will trade it. Jaja is not too far, so they can get some breathing room, but the rotation is not done. The clock is ticking. The blue is coming. All the teams are in except ScrimFarm. The decisiveness have to come in now. Jar Jar, being the captain himself, will need to call this. But is going to be the side of Exo, knowing all those angles, picking up all those gunshots, know that they can just punish this. Taking down ScrimFarm down to 1 player. Very close here. We have Exo continuing to control this. Once again, they will be off and out of the circle. They have to pull in once again from the southern side, but the resistance is behind them from No Hate right here. Too easy. Ellen Power. The 3 duos are in the circle. Unique still has the full team. Will be in as well. But this fight will break. The clock once again is ticking. They have to decide. They have to repark to protect the vehicles. They have to think. They have to scout. They have to shoot. They have to win. Unique with the full team, the only full team I believe, other than these two, are on the southeastern edge, still trying to play this slow as we have NX now pulling away. PUBG made his way across, but now gets punished with the vehicle explosion. Need to find a sweeter spot along that edge. Nerofin is trying to do the same. Will actually crash into that rock and get punished from all angles, maybe? DV might be close, but no. Exo said, if you're impatient, we will take that upper hand as they take 2 knocks and the rotation into the circle. They are not in yet though. Lazy has been scouting. The first one to pull away. We need this to work for them. They have 10 team kills as Rokas put the suppressive fire as they are crashing in. Let's keep this eye onto Rokas. He can completely change the game as they knock one, as they suffered another knock as well on that breach. That will be Exo down to 2 players, but Rokas with that little bit of a cheeky parkour there will actually take the time to confirm that kill. Rokas will continue to use that micro Uzi in hand, will take down another one maybe. No, they will not, but they will take the win. 12 kills and full team up for Exo, and this time the gods of PUBG is on their side. They have the high ground, they have the compound, they have the players, they have the kills and the skills. As we have this circle now closing, most of them have found the spots in. But Accelerate though, you've been finding some breathing room for too long now as you get punished by the 2 knocks. But they have the rock, they have some covers. What they don't have, though, is the amount of players as well as more defensive covers that they want. Too easy trying to change it as well. Exo, look at that nade from across there. Going to say, NX, we are not done. As we have the next one continuing to go towards Exo, and Ellen Power has their fair share of zone luck tonight. We saw it on Miramar and we see it again here in Vanova, but props to them with their predictions as well as a lot of demonstration of their skills here. Now, Exo will be loving this one. They've been trying to prove themselves tonight, and now they have the upper hand. 5 teams, 13 players. Accelerate will suffer from more casualties. One more down. Lynx is trying to get some fire, and he will single-handedly in one clip finish. Too easy. Lynx making it work, now alleviating that pressure on that edge will allow them to take top 4, and then we have more actions continuing. 13 kills right now for Exo. Down to 1 player will be the side of Knax here. Is going to be a 4v4 4v2 v 2v1. That went on for too long. And with that sentence, Accelerate's just going to have to thread the needle. Because they are going to need to push towards this, and so watching them will be the side of not just Exo, but if they were able to make through that top of the hill, then they will have to face Ellen Power as well, who are just ready. They heard the gunshots from the east earlier, and they will be ready for this. And Ket is now trying to do this as they put some work in alongside Rokas from Exo. Will take down, accelerate to 4th position, 4v2v1 right now. We need the Nick zone. We need to see how that will be in favor of some of these teams as we have the circle continue to go towards Exsol. My god. And look at all these high ground that they have to come off. And look at that nade bounce off the roof by Exsol. They will take down another one. They know they have the numbers advantage. They have 16 kills. They have that knock. They know the players' positions as they come in. They will find the angle again as they nade that last member, almost taking that one down. The other player has been taken care of 4v1 right now. Miracle says this is it. This will be our time to shine. Look at that. Woo! That 18 kill chicken dinner, and they're just celebrating with the fireworks. That comes from the gunshots of the M416 there. 18 kill chicken dinner by Exsol. They will be thrilled. LM Power still playing strong, showing some consistency tonight. And that is too loud, buddy. Yeah. Thank you. You've done your fair share. I'm going to make sure that is, put down that volume. So, LM Power with 8 kills, 2nd position. Consistent play. Still very good. Showing that game. Losing too early as well. No Hate will get themselves a 3rd position with 5 kills. Accelerate, stepping up their game. 4 kills at 4th position. Too Easy, 5th position with 4 kills. Dolce Vita, 4 kills at 6th position. Unique, 4 kills at 7th. At 8th, we have ScrimFarm with 11 kills though. Divine going down at 9th with 2 kills. Knax with 1 kill at 10th position. MVP going down at 11th. Didn't make that compound breach work. And with 1 kill will be MVP. Having a bit of a sad night, but I believe they'll come back stronger. Team Warlord going down at 12th with 1 kill. LMV 1 kill, getting just tactically beaten down by ScrimFarm, as we saw in Pavosto there. New cycle, after a strong game, will go down at 14th and no kill this game. GODSENT, 1 kill and 15th position through all that resistance in the Nova 3-way fight. But they did outlive DE though, but DE has 3 kills and the 16th position. Qodex 17th with no kills. XTEAM going down at 18th position with no kills. And that will be the wrap of the night. Very exciting to see new rosters, strong teams creating new synergy, creating new tactics, new drops, and continuing the efforts to study this game, study themselves, enemies to prove themselves once again in this new year. But that will be me done for tonight. And once again, I'm your host for tonight, Professor Tarzan. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to casting many of these wonderful teams again. And Happy New Year, and have a wonderful night and week ahead.